That is all I want in life, for this pain to seem purposeful. Elizabeth Wurtzel. Pain is described as the suffering that results from an illness or an injury. Pain can manifest physically, in the realm of broken bones, cuts, bodily damage, or it can take place in the psychic or mental faculties of the mind. But before we go a little into this, we have to ask ourselves one question, and that question is, why do I fear pain? Why do humans, understanding that pain is inevitable, fear its sting so much? For that answer, we look to the definition of fear, which is as follows. An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, or likely to cause pain, or a threat. There is of course a primal, animalistic fear deeply rooted within us, but there's also the pains of the human experience. The pains that have completely altered the way we perceive life. Pain that has been seared into our psyches, sending our minds on constant alert mode for danger or leading us down a rabbit hole of unconscious self-destructive tendencies. I think about how maybe an early Naruto arc where he was kind of really annoying and painting on the Hokage statues. His rebellion was really a cry for attention, how his acting out was really to cover up the pain that he had felt from being an outcast orphan. Somewhere in life, we have all been wounded. These wounds range from varying degrees, but they are guaranteed to happen and will continue to happen as long as our bipedal, sweaty meat vessels are shuffling along the planet with us as co-pilots, and our brains hopped up on dopamine and other things. So, why should we even bother with life when it'll bring perpetual pain, one might ask? If flawed humans are guaranteed to raise a flawed individual, what's the point of this? What is the point of this pain? What I'm trying to say is that I don't have the answers, but I will reference a quote from a man named David Goggins in reference to the pain of life. No one is going to come help you. No one's coming to save you. This is not to discourage you. This is to encourage you, as terribly as I'm probably doing at that. What this means is that you, yes, you watching this, you alone are the master of your own fate. Somewhere along the line, some of us have hidden from the pain with drugs and YouTube binging, or we've buried it so deep that we won't even give ourselves a moment to think, because we just have a certain feeling that a darkness will overtake us. Some of us relying on a great father or loving mother or some powerful authority figure to come straighten our lives out and fix our madness when, just like ourselves, those same individuals we want help from are deeply flawed, scared beings as well. Despite this primal urge to avoid the scarring teeth of pain and the perceptual changes that alter the way we live life, we have another potentially stronger compartment of our psyches in us. And that is the desire to rise above and to conquer our pain. The shonen genre provides examples of this need to persist and overcome in a pretty easy to nail down format. It's a story that has been, can be, and will be told countless times over for eternity because it's a story that resonates with all of us. A shared human experience. Often focused around battle or competition, some of my favorite series follows our young, wide-eyed, and often naive protagonist as he or she traverses through the world they inhabit, making friends and enemies along the way. But why? Why do we enjoy watching Naruto's ideological and physical battle with pain? Why did I cheer when Gon had lost the fight with Hisoka, and despite being the main character of the story, only managed to land one hit? Why do these things move us in fiction, but terrify us in life? Is it because we think we aren't as strong enough to tame our inner demons like Naruto did? Is it the fear of potential failure and harm that keeps us from living like the fictional characters we vicariously experience this liberating conquering of the self from? Or maybe sometimes we just don't know how to start. It can be scary standing up for yourself if you never have. It can be tough to admit that your perspective on reality may be deeply flawed. But if you're brave enough to have made it this far, then you're brave enough to keep going. Look to your heroes, real and otherwise, and take strength from them. What we often fail to realize is that we as humans are a limitless tap of potential. You have the strength, the courage, and the power to overcome pain. Little by little, one step at a time, every time. Choose today to decide who you want to be. The good you see in people, that quality you idolize in individuals both real and otherwise, you often find that you have those same traits, latent, unknown, and hidden by having to fit in the boxes that your peers, loved ones, and society built for you. The Nejis and the Tampas of the world mock your attempts to dream, but just like the stories go, if you, the hero, never gives up, no matter how hard life gets, you will grow. The pain doesn't end. You simply grow stronger and more resistant, more resilient, more beautiful. Having more power, you can then begin to love and understand your pain for what it is, and sometimes the answer you get may not be satisfactory, but despite the bitter revelations of truth, you will be filled with a peace. Not the momentary peace that the trappings of life often grip us in, but the peace that transcends the suffering of the world and empowers us to actively take part in the conscious and deliberate living of life. I'd like to leave you with a quote. It won't always go your way, so you can't get trapped in this idea that just because you've imagined a possibility for yourself, that you somehow deserve it. Your entitled mind is dead weight. Cut it loose. Don't focus on what you think you deserve. Take aim on what you are willing to earn. David Goggins. Thanks for listening. Other than that, I'll probably, for now, be tinkering with some video format, so, all feedback is greatly appreciated. If you want to tell me my voice is lovely, then please. If you want to say that this is the worst video you've ever seen, then let's do that too. Yeah. It also would help if you suggest content. Tell me what you want me to tell you about, and you'll tell me, and we'll tell each other. It'll be a telling thing. Yeah. Don't forget to, like and share and do all that other stuff that people talk about when they're whoring themselves out on the internet. Peace!